Hello everyone, my name is Ogbole Godwin and welcome back to Emoji Economics. We've been talking about quite a number of topics lately, and one of them happens to be calculus. Now, under calculus, we've been talking about differentiation too, because there are two subfields of calculus, differentiation and integration. So we have to deal with differentiation properly before we then move into integration. We've had two classes so far. The first class is about the introductory aspects of calculus, so which is all about how to differentiate. So it was all about how to differentiate, just the simplest part of it. So what does it mean to differentiate something in the very basic form? So the second video talked about the product rule. So there are cases where we need to apply the product rule in doing some differentiation. Now the third class was about, we've had four now. The third class was about the quotient rule. So when you have a denominator and a numerator, and you apply the quotient rule to solve that. Now this should be the first class. Now the first class is talking about differentiation with the generalized power function rule. Differentiation with the generalized power function rule. Now I must say something before we continue. It was noticed that most of our subscribers are from Facebook. A significant amount of our subscribers are from Facebook. So you guys come in, you join through our BCs, our links that are shared on Facebook groups and all of that. So what has been realized is that most of you are able to subscribe, but you are not able to turn on notifications. So what we have to do, what I would advise you to do is to pause this video, or when you are done with the video, type Emoji Economics on YouTube or on Google when the page displays. So click on subscribe if you haven't subscribed before, and if you have, you see a bell button beside the subscribe button, so click on that bell button. That notifies you when new classes are made available. You may want to continue with our class on calculus, to understand calculus, to flow with us when we are flowing, but that wouldn't be possible if you don't get notified when new classes are made available, and that is why you have to click that bell. It's not costly, it's free, totally free. So subscribe, the bell appears, click on the bell and click on all. So when we start uploading videos, we start making future classes, so through the notification you're able to get, I need to attend this class, I don't need this is not for my level, and so on and so forth. And the other thing is, by the time you're on our page, it is kind of advisable to go to the playlist section. So we have the video section. When you type Emoji Economics on YouTube and the page displays, so you have you see channel, you see videos, you see home, videos, playlist, channel, description, and what have you. So if you go to the video section, so you see all the videos that we've made. So if I think this should be the 140th video, then it is kind of better to go to the playlist section, because in the playlist section there are different topics that we've created, and each playlist has topics arranged in a chronological manner. So if you are looking at demand, so we start from what is demand, what is supply, what shapes demand, changing, all of those things. So from the basic to the advanced level, and that is how our classes can cover 100 to 400 level classes. As long as you are a college student or you are an undergraduate student, our classes are going to be enough for you, including ISLM econometrics classes. So just check the playlist, you see different topics, and pick open anyone you want and enjoy it. It's free. So now let's come back to what this class is all about. So differentiation with the generalized power function. Now when a function is expressed this way, so you have it in bracket and the whole function is raised to power 2, or raised to any power that is beside 1. So how do you solve it? Now I have two questions on the board. So this is kind of easy, and this is the same thing, 6x raised to power 3 plus 9, but it's raised to power 4. It's raised to power 4. So now what we have to do is, this is kind of easy because you could just use the basic form of calculus to differentiate this, or the basic form of differentiation to differentiate it, which is to just expand this, because this is raised to power 2. So you can just do 5x plus x, multiply by 5x plus x. Alright. So 5x plus 8 rather. So when you do the multiplication, this times this will give you 25x squared, 5x times 8 will give you 40x, 8 times 5x will give you 40x, then 8 times 8 will give you 64. Now this is 25x squared plus this is 80x, then plus 64. Alright, so we can then say we've expressed this in this format, so we can then do the divide dx of this. Okay, find the first derivative of this, and that will give us 2 multiplied by 50 plus 50x plus 80. So if you've been following this class, if this is your first class and you don't have a basic understanding of calculus before, please pause this video and go back to the playlist as I explained earlier. So then check the classes from the first, second, they are chronologically arranged, and you are just going to be so good to go. We are just trying not to repeat stuff that we've done before. Now this is easy because the power here is raised to power 2. What if you then have a question like this? 6x cubed plus 9 then raised to power 4. Are you trying to tell me that this is what you're going to do? This multiplied by this, multiplied by this, like 4 sides, so you have to expand it in 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, then start multiplying. Now, this might look simple, but it's not really simple because that's when you need the knowledge of your binomial expansion, using the Pascal triangle. And that's kind of a lot of work. That's a lot of work because it's not even necessary. When you are done with that and you're sweating profusely under exam tension and all of that, then after the long workings, that's even if you're right, you then start to different. That is, you then start to attempt the question because the question is for you to differentiate. Find the first. So differentiate one, just do the divide dx. Find the first differential. So after you solve like 2 pages trying to expand, then you now start to do the differential. So it doesn't make any sense. So what you could just do in like 4 to 5 lines and be okay. Okay, so in this particular case, so what do we do? So what we have to do is we have to apply our general power function rule, and that is saying that this is the way it works. It says it assumes that everything that is inside here is u and the power is n. Okay, everything inside here is u. So 5x plus 8 we represent as u, and this is represented as n. So how do we then apply the rule? So to get, if you have something like this, so where what's inside is u and the power, this is raised power 2, and the power is this is raised power 2. Alright. So the power is n. So by the time you do the divide dx is saying whatever is here, which is n in this case, is going to be beside this, which is this place. Now this is u, right? So u remains, you close the bracket, then the power becomes n minus 1. Alright, n minus 1. Then multiplied by du dx. Alright, du, the independent variable that's inside. So if this were q, for example, if x were q, so that would have been multiplied by du dq. Okay, so and this would have been divide the cube rather. This would have been divide the q, so and this would have been du the q. So that's just it. So when you have something like this, just bring the power to this side and then write what is here, like state what is there again. And then the power becomes, you subtract 1 from the power, then multiply by differentiating whatever you get after you differentiate this and du dx. How do we apply? So we go back to this question. So this is the question. So in this question, 5x plus 8 is u, then 2 is n. So we bring n here, which is 2, for us to get the divide dx 2 into bracket. We repeat what is here, 5x plus 8. The raised to power n minus 1, so it's going to be 2 minus 1. So this is 1 times. By the time we differentiate this, divide dx of 5x plus 8, we are going to be left with 5. So I don't think that should be a big deal by now for those that have been following or those that have background knowledge of calculus. So multiplied by 5 is going to give us 10. Open brackets, 5x plus 8. Raised to power 1 is just, you don't have to put the 1 again. So 10 multiplied by 5x is 50x plus 10 multiplied by 8 is 80. Now let's compare the answer. 50x plus 80, 50x plus 80. That means our generalized power function, rule is correct. Alright, so we then apply this formula in solving this. I see that it's not a big deal at all to find the first differential of that using the generalized power function rule. So we have this question. So this is u. What is inside is u. 6x cubed plus 9 raised to power 4. So 4 is n. 4 is n. So n comes to this side, right? So this is 4. Into brackets, you write what is u. 6x cubed plus 9. Then raised to power, of course, n minus 1 is 4 minus 1 now, which is 3. Then multiply by, when we differentiate what is inside the 6x cubed for the learners, for the starters rather. So if you have 6x cubed and differentiate it, this will become 3 into bracket 6x and 3 minus 1, and this is 18x raised to power 2. So that's how we got our 18x raised to power 2, which is this. Now 4 multiplied by 18x raised to power 2 is 72x squared into bracket 6x cubed plus 9 close the bracket, and you are left with 3. You don't have to start expanding, so it's okay this way. You don't have to start saying this multiplied by this multiplied by this. Of course, you don't do that at all. So just leave it this way. That's your answer. That's the answer. Now you have an exercise that you have to do. Now this exercise is voluntarily compulsory. We would like it if you do this assignment and this exercise and then leave your answers in the comment section. But like I said earlier, it is not compulsory. So it is just there to test your knowledge or to test your understanding of what you've done in this particular class. So the first exercise is this. So you have to find the first differential of this. Of course, you need to use the generalized power function rule. So you have 2x squared minus 5x plus 7. We close the bracket, raised to power 3. So this is raised to power 3. Alright. So we like to have your answers in the comment section. Then number 2 is 4 divided by 7x raised to power 3 plus 13x plus 3. All right. So I want you to know that in indices, 1/x is equal to x raised to power minus 1. So, which means for you to be good at calculus, you need a very good understanding of indices as well as algebra. Okay. Not the advanced algebra anyway, just the basic algebra. Now 1/x is equal to x raised to power minus 1, of course. So this thus is represented as 4 into brackets, everything that is here, 7x cubed plus 13x plus 3 equals by the raised to power minus 1. Alright, so all of this raised to power minus 1 is taken as 1 over whatever is in the bracket, 7x cubed plus 13x plus 3. Alright, so if you were to have 5x plus b like this, raised to power minus 1, or raised to power minus 2 rather, so this is 1 over 5x plus b then squared. Alright, so in case you want to revise your indices and what have you, so just revise it and you see that these things are correct. So that's about it for this particular video. In the next class, we'll be talking about other things on calculus. I think there's one more rule to go or so. I'm not sure. So it's either we talk about that rule if there's one more rule to go, or we talk about we talk about questions that require you to combine at least 2 or more rules of calculus in solving them, of differentiation in solving them, and getting their first differential. So if you enjoyed this video, please click on the like button as well as the subscribe button. Turn on notifications if you haven't done that before, in spite of everything that I've been saying. And please share this channel with your friends. Don't keep it to yourself alone. Thank you once again, and see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed the video you just saw. If you want more of our videos, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Now there is a way to enjoy to make the best of our YouTube channel, which is to go to the playlist section of every video or of every topic. So what you have to do is just type emoji economics on YouTube. When the page displays, make sure you subscribe. A bell button appears immediately, so you click on that bell button. Then go to the playlist section. So you're going to see videos, playlist, description, and all of that. So just go to the playlist section, and whatever topic you are looking for, look for the playlist and click on the video. Now our playlists have the classes arranged in a very chronological manner. So if you want to see a class on ISLM, so it starts from the beginning, the simple ones to the difficult to the complex ones. So if you want to see a video on, let's say, elasticity of demand, so you start from what is price elasticity, so from there then to the basic ones, and on and on. So I'm just telling you that in case you really want to make the best of this YouTube channel. And there's also one thing that I want to add, which is that our YouTube classes may not be enough for you. You may want a regular interaction with the tutors and all of that. So what you just have to do is to check the description of the video. You are going to find a WhatsApp link. So but before you do that, I really have to tell you that clicking that link is going to lead you to one of our schools. It's going to lead to some of our schools. So we have MOG School of Economics on WhatsApp, and we make use of our YouTube channel to run the groups. So the classes are paid for, so you're meant to pay for them. So to join our econometry school, so that is 2,500 naira per month, and to join our microeconomics or macroeconomic schools, so that is 2,000 naira per month. We also have we don't have schools of mathematical economics because microeconomics has its mathematical aspects as well as macroeconomics. So the mathematical aspect of macroeconomics is treated in the macroeconomic school, and the mathematical aspect of microeconomics is treated with the microeconomic school as well. So I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.